Hi, welcome to Let's Talk. Today I'm joined by Kate from Scrapantics Dundee. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Claire. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. Thanks so much for having me on today. I'm really glad to be here.
And well, thank you for joining me, Kate. So, Kate, could you just tell us, please, what is Scrapantics and what do you do?
So, Scrapantics, we do so many different things. It can be really hard to explain it all, but I'll try and
Okay.
encapsulate it briefly for you. So, essentially, we're a creative recycling social justice organization. And so, everything we do comes back to our four core aims, which are community, art, recycling, and education. And everything is really based around imagination, play, creativity, and breaking down, sorry, the boundaries and the challenges
Mhm.
that some people can face to access those experiences. So we're really passionate about the community and supporting the community in all the different ways that we can. So the heart of Scrap Antics really is the scrap store, which is based near Verdant Works. And
Okay.
it's kind of like a hybrid between a charity shop and an art shop. It's kind of an Aladdin's cave of treasures. And everyone donates things to us, like local businesses and local people will donate things to us for free, and then we sell
Okay.
them, so we're able to give really cheap affordable prices to people, which is really good because I think with art materials often people can find that if they're so expensive you don't experiment and you don't play and you aren't able to make waste. So that's
Mhm.
something that lots of people feedback is because it's so cheap you can really think outside the box and do different things than you usually would try if you're
Yeah.
buying from the mainstream like retail stores, which is good.
Good.
So the scrap store is a really sort of special place, and there's always stuff changing in there and random things that you can find. Um, so as well as the scrap store, then we also do lots of art workshops.
Mhm.
So they might be just one-off commissions for different groups around the city, or we do bigger scale projects, which is something we worked on with you recently, actually, with the Carer
Yes, that's
Centre. We did
correct.
a mural with yourselves in the Wellgate,
Yep.
which was a brilliant project to work on. We really enjoyed that. So we'll often either work with our own Scrap Antics artists or we work with freelance artists around the city to do big projects like sculptures and murals and community engagement with a creative focus. We also do lots of loose parts play. I don't know if you, Claire, have you heard about loose parts play before?
I have, and I've used them myself actually with my children. Yeah, it's amazing, and I
Brilliant.
suppose that goes hand in hand with the what you spoke about at the beginning, doesn't it? All the loose parts and bringing things together, using imagination just to pull things into some form of piece that you enjoy playing with, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. So
Yeah,
all the resources are recycled again, the kind of things that you get from building sites that we used to play with when we were younger, like
yeah,
tires and ropes and scaffolding and bits of wood and pipes and all this sort of stuff that nowadays isn't necessarily getting played with in the same
no,
way. So we actually gather all of that and we clean it, we make sure it's really safe, and then we take it out into the community and into schools and run play sessions,
brilliant.
which I mean, the benefits of it go so much further than just playing with things. You know, like
Mhm.
you said, there's imagination and creativity, but you also learn about team building, about how to trade with people, about communication, about how to work together to kind of achieve a goal. I mean, marble runs is one of our
Yeah,
most popular
yeah,
things that kids love to make. And you're learning so much about engineering and
mhm,
science. And so it seems like play on the surface, but it's actually so much more when you go sort of more
definitely.
in depth. But it can be quite hilarious because we might turn up to a park in Dundee somewhere with our van full of stuff and take it out, and someone will come out and say, "Are you fly tipping? What is all this rubbish?" And then once we've explained to them, we've said, "No, no, this is all. Don't worry, this is all. We're going to take everything away at the end, and this is for
Yeah.
kids to enjoy." And usually the community ends up getting so on board, and they'll go and tell kids about it, and the kids will go off on their bikes and get their friends
Oh,
over,
very
and
good.
so it's real community events that we do with the
Yeah.
loose parts play, which is nice.
Yeah, they
Um,
have what I've seen of them, they are amazing, they are great, and um, yeah, they're just full of fun, really. Yeah.
mhm. Definitely. So as well as the loose parts play and the art that we do, we've also got our Wellgate space. So we're
Yes.
just on the top floor of the Wellgate beside the library. It used to be the old Iceland, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's a massive space and we've decorated it. It's really colourful, really inviting and welcoming. And we use that ourselves on a Thursday, which I might talk about a little bit more later.
Mhm.
But we also rent it out to people. So you can book training in there, you can have birthday parties, you can come in and use it for events and exhibitions and things like that. So the Wellgate space is kind of our community sort of hub,
Mhm.
and it's obviously placed in the right part of the city because it's really accessible and everyone knows where it is and things like that. So the Wellgate's a nice space that we've got, and that's where I'm based. I'm usually to be found in the kitchen, which is also our office, right in the back, sort of like huddled behind a computer, usually with a heater because it's so cold. But that's my part of Scrapantics in there.
Very good. And it is a great space. And as you say, we recently, with the mural, with the project, we used that space as well. And it's a fantastic space and very
Mm,
accessible for everybody. So yeah, it is good. It's good.
mhm.
And what better place of an office right next to the kitchen?
Yeah, that's true.
Perfect.
All my snacks, the kettle, it's right there. It's very handy. So no, it's good.
Good. Good.
And then the other kind of main area of what we do is working with the New Scots community in Dundee. So that's the refugee and asylum seeker
Okay.
people that been welcomed to Dundee, basically. And we do loads of different things as part of that project. But we have our family club, which works mainly with families, and we now also have a Connect project, which works with the young asylum seeker men that came
Okay.
last year. So we do gardening, we do cooking sessions, sewing, football, which is really popular. We do cycling, like ladies cycling, all sorts of different things, but it's very adaptable. So we really respond to the needs of the community, depending what people are interested in and what they
Mhm.
want. We sort of adapt our projects to fit them. So that's a big part of what we do, definitely.
Brilliant. It sounds
So
a lot going on.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the main things, but there's always other little random projects and different little quirky
Yeah.
things coming up. So yeah, for example, recently we've been commissioned by Dundee City Council for the food festival that's happening at the start of
Oh,
July.
good.
It used to be the Food and Flower Festival. I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember it from a few years
that's
ago,
correct. Yeah.
but they've kind of stopped. Is it Camperdown? I think it was up at Camperdown.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
they've stopped
Calm
doing
down.
that and now they're doing it kind of in City Square and Slessor Gardens, and there'll be branches off
Oh,
into the V&A and the Keeler Centre. And so we've been
great.
commissioned to help them do the event dressing, and we're making 560 meters of bunting,
Wow.
which is just kind of mind blowing when you
It
start to
is.
like
I
like
know.
practically and logistically figure out how you create that much bunting from recycled materials. So that's
Uh-huh.
a recent new challenge that we've got. But
Very
we're
good.
we're having fun anyway, and hopefully it'll all look
Interesting.
beautiful. Yeah.
I look forward to seeing more about it then and getting some
Yeah,
updates. Yeah, very good.
definitely. Yeah,
Good.
yeah. So yeah, basically that's the kind
Very
of
good.
overview of Scrapantics.
Busy, busy, and it is a busy space. And
Mm-hmm,
I was there recently collecting some stuff from the space, and it was just so good to come in and see a space being so busy and being so used, and the
mm-hmm,
atmosphere and um, the way you space it all out as well gives people that personal space for them, but it
mm-hmm,
also still gives that vibrant feel to it where everybody's just there
mm-hmm,
enjoying that get together, enjoying that um, probably peer support as well as
mm-hmm.
the getting together and just being a part of something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So that's our Scrap Thursday session that I think you
yeah,
came along to.
that's
So
correct.
that's the one time in the whole week that we are open for anyone and everyone to just come in.
Okay,
So it's every Thursday from 12 till 3. You're all welcome to just come in, and basically it's community, isn't it? It's sitting
yeah,
having a chat with someone, maybe making a bit of art or reading a book. We do sandwiches and cup of soups, and you got tea, coffee, and many, many biscuits. The
yeah,
biscuits are just flowing out the door. But everyone's welcome, and I love the Scrap Thursdays because, like you say, it's so vibrant, and you come
yeah.
in
It
and there's
was.
people of all different backgrounds and all different ages and all different walks of life, all just mingling together and enjoying, just spending time, whatever that might
Yeah,
look like. And we also do some English, sort of conversational English sessions there with the asylum seeker men. So they're able to come in and have their session, but then they're joining and meeting people in the community and practicing that English as they go.
great.
And we recently actually started doing, because Lee, he's one of our team members, and he recently studied a course on barbering. So he's now offering
Oh,
free haircuts for anyone in the community on a Thursday between 12 and 3. And it's been so
amazing.
popular. He's just
Very
got a
good.
queue going out of the door waiting for their hair to be cut. So yeah,
That's
it's a really
great.
great space. Lots going on
It
there.
seems like you adapt to what people need. That's what it seems to sound like from Scrap on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah,
Whatever people are looking to do and go up to, you'll try and make it as accommodating as possible, which is just amazing.
definitely. And I think
Yeah,
that's not just the Thursdays even, but it's kind of the ethos. Part of the ethos
yeah,
of Scrap is not letting things get in the way of being able to serve our community in the way that they need. So we've got a
yeah.
very can-do attitude, a very like if there's a problem, we'll solve it and fix it and make it work for people.
Good.
So that's definitely what as a team what we try and kind of do as we're
Yeah,
working on all of our projects, which I think is really important, especially
definitely.
with the world being the way it is. And I know lots of organizations are very restricted with
Yes,
rules and governance or council, and that can be really hard. So for Scrap, we're really glad to be able to be really flexible and adaptable and just change as we need to change and grow.
Good. Well, I can say
Mhm.
I've obviously working with you guys recently, earlier on this year. I can say it was very like that. Say very adaptable, great staff, and very accommodating, and just kind of yeah, just wanting to help promote whatever it is you're looking to get out of something, which was really
Mhm.
good.
Mhm.
Um,
That's good.
so I know you're very you do talk a lot about obviously all the different groups and events that you've got going. You're very
Mhm.
visible across social media. Is that
Yeah.
that's correct? Yeah, you're visible across all those channels.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a really good website. So that's scrapantics.co.uk, and that
Yeah,
has our events on it. But also just it goes into a lot more detail of some of the things we talked about today. Because
yeah,
as we said, there's so much you can't really put it all across. So the website, we got that last year actually, and so we're really, really pleased with how the website looks. And then yeah, we're on all the usuals, Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and all that sort of thing. So we try and update everyone as much as we possibly can with everything we've got going on. But that's really the best way I think for people to find out what's happening is just to go on the social media and check through it and see what interests
definitely.
you.
Yeah,
hmm
good, good.
but we've got our loose parts play sessions, and
Yeah,
we're in different parks across Dundee. So we'll be doing some different ones coming up, but usually we have this first weekend of every month.
okay.
So that'll be later this year, we'll be beginning those again. And it's like the
Oh,
first weekend, Saturday, Sunday of every month, we're in a different park around Dundee, and you can just come and get involved and join in and do some loose
good.
parts play. So those are really nice for families to come and get involved with. And then you can chat to the team and find out more of what's going on in other places as well.
Great, good. Now I do know as well though, you hire out the loose part play stuff too, don't you, to community events and that as well, don't you? If people were
Yeah, we
looking
do. We
to
do.
have that, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So that's quite a lot of what we do is commission based. So it might be like a community group is having an open day or a fun day
Yeah,
for, in the summer or things like that. So yeah, we do that as well. Or sometimes the bigger
good.
events too. We've done huge ones down at Slessor Gardens before for larger events. So it's just a case, yeah, of getting in touch with us, just letting us know what you're looking for and how big your event's going to be. And then we'll work with you to try and find something
Perfect.
that suits what you've got going on. And that's the same with our art workshops as well. We're
Yeah,
available to commission for art workshops. We can do groups of different sizes, might be people with different abilities or different needs. We've got a lot of really talented artists and community workers that are able to, like we said, adapt and respond to what the people of that group might really want to do. So yeah, we've got our art workshops as well, which are available. And then, as we said, the Wellgate space is available for hire if anyone is interested in coming in.
yes, which is a great
hmm
space. It is huge. And I
hmm
mean, when people look into it, maybe just now, it is all kind of barricaded up into different sections, but that space
hmm
could be opened right up,
Yep,
and be used. The whole
definitely.
space can be used. It could be adapted to whatever the organisation group, whatever they wanted to use it for.
Completely. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we've had musical gigs in there before. We had Shugle Nifty, which is like a sort
Yeah.
of folk band, played in there. We've done theatre performances. That
Very
was
good.
really fun. And we've had community wardrobes. And because it's so open, we can sort of move the fencing that we
Mhm.
have, move the chairs and tables. And I mean, I think we've had probably about 150 to 200 people in there still fairly comfortably because it's such a big space. But then we can also bring it in if it's only 10 of you in the group and it still feels nice and
That's it.
cozy and
Yeah. Yeah.
you've got your
Uh-huh.
own private space. So
Yeah.
it is really flexible for that.
Good.
And then I guess the other big thing is just to let any groups out there who might want any sort of bigger scale art projects like the mural that we worked with you on. That's something that we're always open to if anyone's interested in sort of looking for funding to do a project where you might do a series of workshops and then you end up with a bigger art piece at the end, like some of the big sculptures that we've done or some of the murals that we've done. Because those do seem to be really popular because you're able to get to know the group more and they
Yeah.
kind of build their skills and experience and they're going to get maybe more out of it than they might from just a one-off workshop, which might suit some people.
Good.
So like I said, we're always open. If anyone
Yeah.
in the community is interested in a project, just come and give us a shout and we'd be happy to chat.
Well, lots of opportunities for people to get involved in. Definitely,
Definitely. Yeah.
definitely. Well,
hmm
that's good, Kate. What we'll do, people who are watching, we will pop all the details in the comment section below. So any contact details for Scrap or for Kate, if you want to get in touch, please do so. We'll pop in
Brilliant.
the website and all the other links as well that people might need to get in touch.
Amazing. That sounds great.
Okay,
Oh, so nice to
Kate.
talk to you, Claire. Thank
Yeah,
you so
you
much.
too. Thanks for being here today, Kate. Thank you.
Excellent. Have a great day.
You
Bye.
too.